Hello and good morning, everybody. It's me, Shakura, here, running the Wednesday class today. And we are going to be looking more into the water element. So Cliff introduced it last week and started, good morning, Kat. Yeah, Kat's on the chat this morning. So if you've got any questions, anything that you want her to flag up, she's there for us. Hi. Oh, wow, from Rome. Wonderful. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer there. It's super chilly here. I had a very early start this morning, which was nice because you always it's nice to see the sun coming up and all the colours that are happening. But yeah, very chilly here. And yeah, so a bit more about the water element. It's and the meridians that are associated with the water element are the bladder and the kidney, and we're going to be focusing on one of my favorite points today. So let me introduce it to you right away. Here we go. So one of my favorite points is kidney 27, and mostly because of its actions and what it does for us. So with the kidney, with the water element, the movement of energy is downwards, like with water. It always finds the lowest point. And so this is the amazing qualities of the water, of the bladder and the kidney channels, is they help bring the energy down. So often when we are ungrounded, and I know you did kidney 1 last week, which is a very grounding point, really helps bring your energy down. But when we're unsettled, when there's a lot of change, if we're stressed, it's like we can become ungrounded, unconnected to the earth, and the energy likes to rise up. And this is when we can get stress and tension in your shoulders and the top of your head, give you headaches, this kind of thing. So that's why these kidney points are so fantastic, really helping us connect back with this downward nature, connecting back with the earth. And it really has these like strong qualities of like rooting us and giving us this steadiness. And this is one of a really fantastic point for that. So last time, if you want to have a look back at it, Cliff spoke about kidney 1 quite a lot. So if you want to have a look at that, do. But this point here, kidney 27, has a very special action. And that is bringing, as we breathe in, it helps bring this breath, it helps bring the energy that is brought in with the breath all the way down to the kidneys. And the kidneys are very important Chinese medicine, and they have a lot to do with like storing our energy. So we want to encourage your energy. We really need this kidney to work very well. And so what we'll do a little exercise just to start. If you want to take a few deep breaths, you can close your eyes if you're comfortable, and just breathing into your lower abdomen. And just see how this feels for you now. Just notice where your breath goes on your inhale. Does it stay in your chest? Does it come down your lower chest? Does it come all the way down to your abdomen? Just notice what happens when you're taking these easy breaths. And now let's find this kidney 27. As you see here, it's just underneath your clavicle, and it's 2 thumbs width away from your midline of your chest. So you working 2 thumbs width away, and then you'll find a little dip, and this is kidney 27. So you're going to press in this point, pressing the point. And again, you can close your eyes if you'd like to. And this time we're going to imagine this magical actions of this point as you breathe in. It's as if this breath, this energy is going all the way down to your kidneys. This point helps your kidneys grasp this breath and store this valuable energy that's coming in with each breath. You can even imagine your kidneys are softening. being open to receive this energy. This is a great point to press if you're feeling anxious or fearful and your breath has got stuck in your upper chest. Just to remind your body to descend the Qi, descend the energy. Great. So we will revisit this a few times today, just to try out more of its actions. And as you can see on the slide here, it's called the Shu Mansion, and it's a palace of approval. And it's amazing at unbinding the chest. So if you are feeling tight, especially this time of year, all these coughs and colds going around, if it is feeling tight, such a wonderful way to unbind the chest. It's also amazing if coughing, wheezing, chest pains, and yeah, Kim said it's quite painful, and absolutely, if it's a point, usually it's painful if it really needs it. So usually the points that feel tender or sore to press are the ones that I really like calling out for it. So it's quite a good point. Just be gentle with it, but just to spend some time there, and hopefully as the energy starts to move, it will become less tender. Okay, so I want to speak a little bit about the emotional aspect of the water element, and the emotion that is associated with the water element is fear. So all of the elements have fear comes up with them, but with water, it's very much about like the fear of lack of control, and also it can kind of manifest itself in our determination, and also like a refusal to give up. So you'll often find that actually we might feel fearful if something's happening in our lives, and it also has the amazing aspect of like it gives you adrenaline. So it's the fight or flight response. So whenever, if we need it, we can really draw on it, and we have that rush of adrenaline. But on the other hand, it can, if it's overactive, then it's like it can be the slightest thing can set us off, can put us into this fight or flight response, which isn't usually helpful. But sometimes we cover it over with this steely determination. So actually, deep down, we could be feeling very fearful about what's going on in one's life, but we can kind of override it by kind of having this very much kind of controlling nature. So it's quite a nice thing to just check in with yourself, when you're trying to push something through. It's like, what is behind that? What is behind that determination? And but today we'll do lots with the kidney meridian. So it'd be nice to, once you've done these exercises, press these points, and just to see how you feel after that. Okay, so let's just check in as we usually do with our 3 burners. Oh, lovely to see you. Petra's here, and Catherine. So nice to see everybody. Okay, I'm going to stop showing that, and let's just check in how we are today. So you can do this standing or sitting, whatever is comfortable for you. And just coming into your body. Taking some easy breaths. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes or just lower your gaze as you take your attention inwards. Just notice how you feel today. And now placing your hands over your lower burner, the space over your lower abdomen, and just notice how it feels today. How does it feel inside? And everybody will be feeling different, and sometimes we have like an image or a sound or a feeling or a picture. Our minds are quite good at giving like manifesting it in all different sorts of ways. So just notice how it feels for you today. And now bring your hands up to your middle burner, over your digestive organs, around where your diaphragm is. And again, just notice what's happening here. How is your diaphragm today? Is it relaxed and easy? Does your stomach feel calm? Or are you holding anxiety or tension in this area? Just notice how it feels. Now you can bring your hands to your upper chest. How is this today? Good. And now just have a moment, if you like to, you can just draw like a picture for each of the different burners, 3 burning spaces, and see how it is for you. Is it the same as last week? Has it changed at all? Okay, and now we'll just do a poll just to check in with you all. Which burner do you want to work on most today? From your scan, how was it? Do you want to work most on your lower burner, your middle, or your upper? I love it. Straight away, it was completely equal, 33% on each one. Okay, it's changing a bit now. Okay, how funny. So it really is, okay, it's changing. It was lower and upper, completely neck and neck, but yeah, upper burner is slightly in the lead. So we'll focus on that, and that's great because that's also where our point of the week is, which is this kidney 27 point. And so for me, it was the same. My lower burner felt kind of soft and open. The middle burner a little bit tight around the diaphragm, but actually it's really my upper burner that I can really feel. I can feel this bit of tightness around my chest area. So wonderful. We'll do it together and incorporate a bit of the other ones as well. Okay, so working with the water, really want to think, really have our intention about this flowing motion. Obviously, we know how important our fluids are in our body. And one of the things that can happen is that if we have this very strong downward action, but it's not tonified, actually we can get like edema and like heaviness in our lower body. So it's really nice to do shaking, to do dough-in, to get these fluids moving throughout your whole body. So we'll do a bit of that to start. So just coming to standing if it's comfortable for you, and having everything relaxed, really thinking about your shoulders, softening, relaxing, hips relaxing, knees, ankles, having everything relaxed. I'm going to just start with some gentle shaking, and this is just like a little bob, on our knees. Just going from side to side, your left foot, your right foot, coming back in the middle. And what I really like to do when I'm doing this is just imagine there's like a string, like a bouncy string, a bungee coming from the top of your head, lifting up to the sky, just so that even when we're bouncing, we still have space in our spine. And I imagine my sacrum, my coccyx is quite heavy and it's coming down towards the earth. So there's a lot of movement in my spine as I'm doing this. There's a lot of space. Just imagining the fluids are moving smoothly throughout my body. Just giving a little shape to your arms, to your legs. Good, and now we're going to create space. We're going to imagine we're going to create more and more space for the fluids to flow throughout your body. So coming to a standing position and rooting down through your left leg, left foot, rooting down. And we're going to think about creating space in your right foot. So we can start by rotating on the ball of your foot. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. Really imagining space being opened up throughout your joints. Fluids running smoothly through. And we can open up the front of the foot by leaning on the front of the toes, really stretching out, opening up. You might hear some cracks and small space being created. And then rolling your foot, or the ball of the foot, rolling from the left to the right. Good. And now just placing a weight on the outside edge of your foot and massaging the heel of your foot on the floor. Good. And now we're going to rotate and shake. Shake, shake, shake the right ankle. Okay, placing that foot down. And then just notice, is there a difference between your left and your right? So for me now, my right foot feels fuller, it feels more expansive, and the left foot a little bit less than that. Okay, coming back, rooting down back through your left foot, and now creating space in your lower leg. Imagine you're shaking off your calf muscle, shaking space into your lower leg, then coming up into your upper leg, your knee joint, shaking off these big muscles in your upper leg. And actually bringing your right knee to your chest, just to create more space in the back of your hip there. These juicy fluids can get to your hip. Bring your leg across. If it's comfortable, you can hold onto a ball or a chair. And bringing your leg out. It's really important to stretch all of this area. And whenever we do this, we can really imagine the fluids are going into this area, really nourish you. Really nice to start your day and also end your day with these gentle stretches. Okay, placing your right leg down. And again, just check in. Can you feel that fullness in your right leg? Good. Now, grounding down, rooting through your right foot. I'm going to do the other side. So first of all, we're just going to stretch over the top of the toes, create space. Now the ball of the foot, I'm going to rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise. Just stretching the foot, leaning into the side of the foot and massaging the heel of the foot onto the floor. And shaking that out, shaking the ankle, opening. Imagine, oh my gosh, there's so many bones in your foot, in your ankle, so just really giving them a shake, creating more space, more openness. And then taking the shake into the lower leg, shaking off the calf, bringing space into the knee. This knee joint serves us so well. And then into the upper leg. You can hold onto the wall or a chair. So you really imagine these muscles, these big muscles of your upper leg, shaking it off. Bringing your knee up to your chest, giving a chance for all the back of your hip to stretch. Bring your knee across, creating space here and out. See how you feel now. Some more energy into your body. And really to get into the hips, we're just going to do some gentle circles, placing your hands on your hips, bringing hips forward, to the left, to the back, to the right, to the front. Just taking these gentle circles. And just notice if it's easier one way, a bit more tricky in other places. Really, you can imagine you've got like a ball of energy in this lower burner. We're just rotating this ball around. Next time you come to the front, you're going to come back to the neutral, come back into the middle. And then we're going to go to the other side, so bringing your hips forward, to the right, to the back, to the left. And again, just rotating this ball of energy. What happens is wherever we take our focus, wherever we take our attention, this is where your energy goes. And wherever your energy goes, this is where the blood flows. So even doing this simple exercise of moving the lower abdomen, we're getting more energy, more blood flow to this area. Lovely. And next time you come to the front, I'm going to come back to neutral. Good. I'm just giving a rub to this area, just clockwise around your lower abdomen, the sides of your hips, and to the back. Really rub all around your sacrum. Imagine more space being created here. So important that we have space between our vertebrae, that the fluids are moving smoothly through them to really nourish your joints. Good. Now we're going to create some space in your ribcage. So we're just going to gently from side to side, doing this twisting motion, and our shoulders are going to lead. Our hips are going to stay soft but still, knees soft, ankles soft. And just turning your shoulders from side to side. It's really great at tonifying this area, so getting the energy moving. I can already feel my diaphragm starting to soften. Loves this exercise. I can feel my legs, my feet are more relaxed now. I can feel that kidney 1 point in the center of my foot, more open. And now we're just going to do some big open motions, leading with your elbow, opening up the sides of your body. Really get into your lungs when you do this, opening up the rib cage, finding a little bit more space. It's great for the sides, the vertebrae, just creating more space here for yourself. You might find with each time your breath is getting a little deeper, and you find a little bit more space in your rib cage. And coming back to standing. And just close your eyes, just notice how you feel now. Take some easy breaths. Good. Now we're going to bring some space to your hand. So taking your right hand and giving a shake. Shake around, shake your fingers. palm of your hand, your wrist, coming into your lower arm, shaking off the muscles of your lower arm, coming into your elbow, to your upper arm. You can really feel and do whatever feels good for you. Might look a bit strange, but it probably feels good. That's it, just shaking, 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 shaking. Imagine you're just releasing anything that's no longer serving you. Just letting it go. That's it. And then coming into the left hand, you shake, creating space between the bones of the hand, fingers, the wrist. Getting the energy flowing here. Coming into your lower arm. Really feeling that smooth movement. Fluids in your elbow and upper arm. Really see which kind of wacky movements you can do. Whatever feels good. Okay, now we're going to come into the shoulders. Shaking the shoulders up and down. I'm going to start doing some more of these stretches, bringing your hands one by one, backwards and forwards. You're thinking about the shoulder joint. You can place your hand over it if it helps. Kind of connect with all the different muscles that connect with your shoulder. Just softening them, bringing some ease for yourself. Both sides. Letting yourself know it's safe to let go, safe to relax. And when we do this, we can really encourage our bodies to come out of this fight or flight. It's safe to be in your body. Okay, now we're just going to connect with this SCM muscle. It runs down either side of your neck. It's this muscle that when you turn to the side usually pops out. And it's quite a good indicator of how we're feeling. If it's soft and relaxed, it's a good sign. If feeling a bit tight, it can often lead to tension in the head and the neck. So just, we're going to massage it and imagine, even if it's feeling tight, we're going to imagine these fluids running through this muscle, nourishing the muscle. Fresh blood is coming in. Old energy or blood is being released. Just going to imagine it becomes juicier and juicier as we massage it. Full. Good. Now just working down the back of the neck. Such a hard working area. And as you do this, you can imagine your head's being lifted up to the sky. So you're creating space in your vertebrae as you're massaging. Just doing this motion either side of your spine. Feels so good. Now coming to the base of the base of your occiput, around the base of your scalp, and just pressing in with your thumbs, starting in the midline, coming around to the sides. Good. And one thing that can be really nice is giving your head a squeeze. So using the palms of your hands, connect to your temples and just gentle squeezing. It's quite actually amazing how much pressure we can use here. And in this pressing, we can allow the head to relax. Now we're going to start in between our eyes, just in between our eyebrows, sorry. We're going to start pressing. This is working your bladder channel, which is amazing for helping regulate your nervous system. And working down the midline, starting in between your eyes, coming up your forehead, top of your head. Just notice which points feel good, and they're the ones usually that need a little bit more attention, so you can spend some time there. working these points. For me, it's right at the top of my head, and this is such a nice point. I can imagine like the energy is coming down through the top of my head, really releasing this energy down through my whole body, as if water, as if I'm having a shower. It's almost like an energy shower, Qi shower coming down through my whole body. You might want to give it a go. Just pressing the top of your head, letting this energy nourishing you. Good. And now just creating space around your sinuses just by pressing here. And you can also do like a percussion with your fingers. So good to get this moving. I just find this time of year it can be quite tough for the sinuses. They're dealing with a lot. Just thinking about moving energy when you're doing this. Imagine clearing the sinuses. You can bring this percussion into your jawline, from the top all the way down. Hopefully it's just giving messages to your body to relax, to soften. Do this across your forehead. Nice. And what's quite nice is just doing like a little brush down after you've done these exercises. You can imagine the energy is all vibing, it's all moving. I'm just going to smooth it down. Releasing anything that you no longer want. Wash it off. The power of water is so cleansing. Just going to wash it off. Good. Releasing. So, how's everybody doing? Just check back in with your body, standing or sitting. And just close your eyes and just notice how you feel now. Like for me, my whole body is buzzing. I feel very alive. I hope you do too, all this space that's created. And so what we'll do now is we'll just work again with this kidney 27. So just coming to a seated position, somewhere that you're comfortable, on a chair, on the floor. If it's more comfortable, you can have a lie down. We're just going to work more with your breath. So the breath is so important in our production of energy. Good quality air is important, but being able to take deep breaths. And I know last time I was here, we did some breath work, so we're just going to focus on that again. Lovely. Okay, so again, with your eyes closed, your eyes lowered, just so you can really take your attention inwards. Just starting to take some easy breaths. Now I'm going to place your hands either side of your navel and starting to take some deep breaths here. As you breathe in, imagine this space in your lower abdomen is being filled with energy. And you should be able to feel your hands being pushed away with each inhale, and then going back with the exhale as your abdomen expands and contracts. Now bring your hands to the sides of your ribs. And again, with each inhale, now with all this space that we've created, mine feels very nice and relaxed now. You're going to feel your rib cage opening and closing, really expanding forwards to the sides, to the back, creating more space for your lungs. Really feeling this space expand. Good. And now bring your hands to the top of your chest, just underneath your clavicle. And actually you can place your hands on this kidney 27 point, which is 2 thumbs width away from your midline. Just pressing in here. I like to use my middle finger with this one. And breathing into your upper chest. Okay, now we've checked in with all 3 areas. I'm going to breathe into all 3 at the same time. So breathing into your lower abdomen, your ribs and upper chest all at the same time. So you can think about it like your lower burner, your middle burner, your upper burner, everything expanding and opening and then closing, contracting, everything opening, expanding and closing, contracting at the same time, almost like a balloon as it opens and then closes. So again, closing our eyes and breathing into this space, all three spaces. And the breath is so important, as we know, but also it's really quite an insight. It gives us a good insight into what's going on in our bodies. When we can take these full, deep inhales, it's really telling our bodies everything is available to you, that it's easy to receive, that it's safe to receive. So taking these breaths and sending messages to your body to open and relax. On the exhale, when our exhales are easy and fluid and smooth, it's letting our body know it's easy to let go. It's safe to relax, it's safe to let go. It really helps our body come out of this fight or flight, coming back into this present moment. Not worried about the past or thinking about the future, just really coming into this present moment, how it feels right now for you. This incredible gift of our breath. Bringing all your focus and your attention to your breath. And if you're finding that one area is a bit more tricky to breathe into than the others, you can bring your hands there. Bring your hands to your lower abdomen, bring your hands to the sides of your chest or your upper chest. So for me, I'm going to place my hands over this kidney 27 just to really encourage my chest to open and expand. I'm going to start to connect your breath. So your inhale is going to merge with your exhale, and your exhale is going to merge with your inhale. And by doing this, you're freeing up your breathing mechanism. You can often be in habits of taking a deep breath and then holding it. And again, this just sometimes comes from fear. So it's our way, it's like our one way that we can control, that something that we have to control in a moment. And it's just something that we've learned to do, that we've come to do. But we don't have to do that anymore. We can allow it to release and be relaxed. Or sometimes we hold the breath on the exhale and forget to inhale. So just for a few moments, few minutes, we're going to do this practice of merging your breaths, of not holding or not pausing at any points. This is called a circular breath. So always breathing in, you're breathing out, and you're never stopping. Really keep your breath smooth and fluid and not straining at all. Make it easy. Sometimes you might feel a bit lightheaded as more oxygen's coming into your body. And that's okay, as long as you're seated or lying down, that's okay. Stay with your breath. Just notice how your breath feels now. Are you able to bring this breath lower? Thinking about the kidneys grasping this breath, this energy that's coming in. Good. And bring your hands wherever feels good. And just checking with your body, just doing a body scan, scanning from the top all the way down to your toes. How are you feeling now? Let's just do a quick poll. How do you feel now compared to when we started the session? Just to get a bit of feedback. Great. Okay, so most of you feel more balanced than you did afterwards. So that's so wonderful. These easy exercises, you're feeling more balanced. And one person's feeling about the same. So do share in the chat if there's anything that we can help you with. If there's anything that's feeling stuck, then we can maybe give you something a bit more directed. Okay, great. So what we're going to do is, Kim, you said your gallbladder hurts all around your head, and Kat was just going to check. Yeah, is it still like that now that you've just come to a normal breathing? What can happen is as we breathing in, we're taking in more oxygen. So sometimes it's a kind of practice that if anything's feeling tense, then it can feel a little bit more tense. It can be a little bit more exaggerated. And that's really normal with this kind of breath work, that things will come to the surface. It's almost like with the dough-in, like with when we're creating space in our body, sometimes things can become a little bit more exaggerated. They come to the surface and then they resolve. So this is one of the things that this practice is good for. Okay, so let's do some dough-in. Let's get more energy moving. Coming to standing or sitting, whichever's good for you. And we're going to really focus on this water element, on the kidney channels and the bladder channels. Starting from the top, as we were before, waking up, nourishing this bladder channel in the head, either side of the midline, across the forehead, down the back of your neck, and now working each shoulder. So we can use this kind of open cup down the side of your neck, down the top of your shoulder, or you can use a loose fist, whichever feels good for you. Into your chest, opening up. We're going to work along the kidney channel, which is along, connecting with this kidney 27, and down your chest. Just maybe we do a bit more gentle around here, down your chest. I'm going to work down your arm. We're going to work along the top. It's where the extended channels go. The top of your arm to your thumb, and then from your little finger up. So we're going to work on the blades of your arm. Mystic bladder and your kidney channels, extended meridians. Thinking about this energy flowing, this water flowing. Swapping over to the other side. Nice cupping down the side of your neck, top of your shoulder. Loose fist. Now coming to your chest, across your chest. Spinning focus around this kidney 27. And be quite gentle as you can come down. Just off from the midline, connecting with this bladder channel. Good. And then coming into your arm, working the top, coming up the bottom. And bladder channel and your kidney channel. Really activating these channels. And as the chest and down the sides of your body, into the hips. And the bladder channel works is down the midline of your legs. So it's directly down the back. So if you can, we're going to start around your sacrum, either side of your sacrum. And then we're going to come into your lower legs. So really, if you can, reach round, up and down, or anywhere that feels good for you today, whatever you need. This is the gallbladder channel on the outside, so kidneys might be nice for you. Just to nourish your gallbladder channel. All the way down to the bottom. That's it. We'll do this a few times. If you've got somebody with you, you can go down either side of the spine, do it on each other's backs. Just doing from the top all the way down. It's going to be really nice. Always nice to do when you've got somebody with you. Okay, now we're going to come up the insides, finding this kidney channel, down the back of the bladder channel, and coming up the insides. Finding this kidney channel. Kidney channel is very deep. Good, and having a shake off. And now we're going to work on our feet. Such a good thing to bring us, to connect us with the earth. Just turn this down a little bit. Connect us with the earth. And obviously, like we were saying, this downward motion is the movement of energy for the water channel. And then we're going to focus on this kidney 1 point. When this point is open, we can really get everything we need. The support from the earth, energy from the earth. So pressing this point just behind the ball of your foot in the midline. And then opening. Giving some time for the rest of your foot. Opening the ball of your foot, creating space. You can work around the heel. And then create space between toes. Nice. And there's some really lovely points behind your ankle. And we can, as you're pressing these points, really imagine we can use our breath. Imagine they're being filled up. These points, you can really notice how your water channels are just by pressing either side of the back of your ankle. If it feels low or tender or sore, it's really nice points to focus on. So let's do that together. Yeah. Close your eyes. And as you breathe in, you can imagine your breath coming all the way down to your feet. It can feel like quite a stretch of the imagination. But we're literally just going to imagine this light, this warmth coming all the way down. And just choosing whichever point you want. You can choose kidney 1, you can choose the back of your ankle, whichever points feel tender. When you're breathing in, imagine this breath is coming all the way down. So not only is it being grasped by your kidneys, it's actually being grasped all the way down to your lower body and to your feet. You can imagine this breath is like water and it's pooling, this filling up, this pooling of water. Wherever you take your attention, wherever you take your mind to, this is where the energy is going to go. Imagine this energy flowing down your spine, down your legs, coming into this point, whichever point you choose, and nourishing you. When we nourish these kidney points, becoming more steadier, more grounded. Coming into your body. Nourishing this water element really helps us come out of this emotion of fear. Coming into the space of trusting. Good. I've been focusing on the back of my ankle and yeah, gosh, it feels really nice already. Okay, let's do it the other way, other side. So first of all, just taking some attention to the foot, pressing your kidney one, opening, and then creating space on the ball of your foot. You can get this in shot. Here we go. The top of the foot. And around the heel. All really lovely points. And now just the top of the foot, massaging in between the toes. And then around the toe bed, it's where the meridians end, either side of the toe bed, so it's nice to press them. And then just taking your attention to the space behind your ankle and just notice how it feels. Is it tender? Is it feeling empty? Is it feeling full? I'm going to do the same exercise. So if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. I'm going to think about the quality of water. And I like to imagine this shower that I was talking about earlier that comes through the top of my head. It's almost like an energy shower, Qi shower coming down through my body. Imagine the water, this breath, this energy coming, running down my spine. And then coming to this place underneath my thumb and my finger. And it's as if the energy is pooling here, the water is pooling here, circulating around. And I know that wherever my attention goes, wherever my Qi goes, this is where the blood is going to flow and it's going to nourish this area. It's going to become more juicy. Feel all the fluids coming into this point here. Such a nice exercise. If any area in your body feels creaky or sore, you can do this exercise. Imagine all these fluids are coming to the area and nourishing them. Especially between the vertebrae. Really need to keep this fluid smooth between your vertebrae. Keep the spine strong and healthy. Okay, when you're ready, open your eyes and just notice how this point feels now. For me, it feels super juicy, super nice. So hopefully it does for you. Okay. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay, we're just going to take the last few minutes of our session today to come back into our breathing. It's can be one of the most transformative things that we can do for ourselves. And again, just helps us come back into the moment, into our body, and you can do it anywhere. These connected breaths, you can do it anywhere. You can be standing in a lift, walking to the shops, and if you're starting to feel, if you notice you are not quite in your body, you can do these connected breaths. So just coming back into your seated or lying down position. Thinking about your lower abdomen, the sides of your ribs and the top of your chest. Breathing into all three spaces at the same time. Full deep inhales and easy exhales. Connecting your breaths, connecting your inhale and your exhale. For me, I can already feel it's easier to do this. It's already easier to bring the breath all the way down to my lower abdomen. But it's also easier to breathe into my chest, which was feeling quite tight at the start today. It's already feeling more open. Good. So now, coming back to your easy, natural breath. Just see how you feel, how you're in the body. Just a big thank you to everybody for joining me this morning. You can obviously watch this again, catch up if you missed it. And we've got another, we're away for the next 2 sessions, but we are back in January, and we're going to continue with the water element. And so, yeah, just wishing you all a really wonderful holiday time. And yeah, really know that you can draw on any of these super simple techniques whenever you need to. If it ever becomes a little bit overwhelming, if you feel like you're going into that state of this thing of, you know, really desiring to like try and grip onto things, take control of things, just know that everything's going to be okay. Take deep breaths, come back into your body, and have a wonderful, wonderful time. Enjoy your break, and yeah, all of these recordings are available to watch back at any time if you want to catch. If you don't want to have a break, if you want to keep it going, you can. So I am going to put a heart in the chat. It's been so nice working with you all this year. I cannot believe it's coming to the end of another year, but it's been such a joy having you all with us. And thank you for all the hearts, and yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful things. And yeah, Petra says, thanks for bringing back the vibes of Babsmina. We had a wonderful time in Morocco. And yeah, we've got a few more retreats coming up next year. So if you do want to join us on these retreats and dive a little bit deeper into this work, then you're really welcome to. You can just reach out and we can send you some more information about that. Thank you guys. Take care. Look after yourselves. Anybody needs any extra support or one-to-one support, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Okay, and I am going to end the session.